Let's do the show.
Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians Cast, episode 284. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212. I'm with Brian. What's up, Brian?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Say that 5 more times. All right, Charlie, what's up?
Hey, how we doing, gang?
Gloria.
Hello there in Whovian world.
Mike T.
Hi, everyone.
Tip.
Hello.
All right, breaking news, guys. All right, the doctor has to save the day again, okay? I'm going to tell you to a place that he's never been before in the upcoming season. This is spoilers, people. All right? I'm going to screen share it.
Oh, here we go.
All right?
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The Daleks invade Sesame Street,
Oh,
and the doctor has to stop them.
I saw this. This is
Okay?
So it's
The Daleks invade Sesame Street.
yeah.
It's true in the
Doctor's
upcoming
gonna come.
season.
is that what you're saying, or is it
They
the
have
other one?
a doctor with a scarf.
Oh,
See, I told you Tom Baker was coming back.
Okay? And
even younger.
God.
you got.
it is in the upcoming season of Sesame Street, things get pretty crazy. Okay? Not only do they have their own Daleks and Doctor and TARDIS, but they also have some actors like Magneto. It's going to be, Ian McKellen, and a whole bunch of other actors are going to join in for the new season of Sesame Street. And it's going to be the craziest season ever, where the TARDIS finally lands on Sesame Street.
Well, it just goes to show you how mainstream the show has become. Since it's,
When you're on Sesame Street, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also said that in
That's
the
a
new
good
season
thing.
of Sesame Street, they make fun of Game of Thrones, the
That's odd.
Avengers, and Star Trek.
Didn't they have a mention? They had a reference to Doctor Who in Sesame Street before. Like Grover was dressed up like Tin.
Yeah, they also had Benedict Cumberbatch, and they kept calling him Sherlock on there.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm not Sherlock, I'm Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Oh, he guessed it on the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, he
wow.
did. Yeah.
Hey, we might get to see the reappearance of the Candyman now.
I'm thinking that eventually they're going to have Jenna Louise Coleman and Peter Capaldi on the possibly.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
That
I
would
think
be.
it's squeezed in, yeah.
So, pretty
Do they
good
have a-
news.
Do they have a separate Sesame Street for overseas, or is that just one Sesame Street? I
No,
don't
this is the real Sesame Street, man.
Okay.
Universal.
Is it broadcast overseas, though?
It is. I think they have their own version. Oh, and Grover's trying to be the Dark Knight, but it's the Dark
No, that's
Knight.
Elmo.
Was
That's
it
Elmo.
Elmo? That's
Elmo.
Elmo, sorry.
Okay.
It's they're doing Star Trek, they're doing Batman, they're doing Wolverine. They have their own Comic-Con thing.
Oh boy.
If you watch the trailer, the one guy character there, he talks like Shatner. It's pretty funny.
It's pretty cool. So, yeah. I thought you guys would love that. That's pretty funny.
No.
That was good.
Oh, stop it, Brian. You loved it. You talk.
All right.
Brian, you know you still watch Sesame Street.
Come on.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I do. Come on.
I don't.
Yeah.
We'll find out Oscar the Grouch's trash can is like a TARDIS or something. Bert and Ernie are Time Lords.
Yeah.
I
His
grew out
trash
of
can is bigger on the inside.
Oscar the Grouch is probably the master. So,
Yeah, that's the Count. The Count.
they could do an episode where Big Bird takes Clara's leaf, like to make a nest or something. They can make like a thing of it.
Mr. Snuffleupagus is the new companion.
He's from the planet. He's from another planet. Yeah.
He needs a bigger on the inside because he's so
All those
big.
perception filters, and nobody saw Snuffleupagus back then.
Wait, who's so?
Until the finale episode, right?
Wait,
The
what?
last season. Never mind, Brian. Never mind.
Not from Weka Who?
Gloria knows what I'm talking about.
See, it used to be no one could see Mr. Snuffleupagus, so...
And then the last episode of the finale, whatever, Sesame Street, he was seen, right? Yeah, something like that. Well, that was like in the 70s, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a child. When I watched it.
But it was good.
Yes. So
Still good now,
we had,
but it's better
we
than...
had Super Grover. We had all kinds of stuff. All right, so now back to Doctor Who. Capaldi's familiar face addressed in a low-key way. Let's see. Stephen Moffat has said Peter Capaldi's past experiences in the universe will be addressed in Series 8. And it's a storyline like that Russell T. Davies started that he's continuing. So I don't know what they're going to do. What do you think they're going to do with that? With the faces of Capaldi, like Forrest Pompeii and
I have no
How
idea.
could they explain?
I read somewhere on someone just commented on one of the theories and stuff, and you mentioned. Remember how in let me remember the episode, Day of the Moon, when Rory, or maybe it was the Impossible Astronaut. Rory says, I know I was there, and he's like, well, about Rome fell and everything. And then the Doctor, of course, he was there, being Roman and everything, the Rory's plastic on and everything. And one of the fans said, could it be connected with that adventure that he's talking about, that actually Rory is there as his plastic self?
No.
And, besides the fires of Pompeii, that's what that fan was talking about in the comment. I'm like, and then another fan said, well, what does that have anything to do with it? And I saw, well, yeah, it's cool about how Rory was all connected with the Romans and stuff because of the, that whole thing. And
Right.
It's like, and that's what the fires on Pompeii, it's like the Romans and stuff, and, Italy and all that, Pompeii.
Well, but would they get Karen Gillan to appear and explain that maybe she was Amy Pond dressed like a soothsayer or no?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about that.
Nah, she's done.
No,
No, we don't need that.
that wasn't Amy.
I would love to see her back, but I think she really is done. I don't think
She's done.
She's done. I think
I'd
she's
love
done.
to see her back, but I don't think we need her back for that. I mean, I don't think we need, it's like
Well, it's
having to...
almost-
Oh, yes, it said that it's not going to be a big deal. It said that he said that it's going to be explained, but it was because we already know why he's got, many faces because it's played by the same actor, but that the situation that he has, or, that Davies thought of, and he's like, okay, it still works. He said it's not going to make it like a big thing. It's going to be just explained
A
kind
little
of
thing.
quickly,
But-
and it'll be,
It's
But
gonna be
Torchwood's universe, especially in Shorter, doesn't exactly fit into the Doctor Who universe, because they even make a point of saying, why wouldn't the Doctor come and fix this problem? Because in other words, Gwen says, I can understand why the Doctor doesn't come around because we don't deserve it. In other words, that's how bad the people behave in Children of Earth, the people in charge. So,
Right.
And Capaldi, in that, he plays an assistant to the Prime Minister, and he has a really tragic end. It's just, I don't see them fitting that guy into somebody that's the Doctor, or somebody that was this guy Marcellus back in the Roman days or whatever, Pompey. So yes,
Right.
if
I don't know
they're
how
gonna
they
do
do
this, it's just gonna be like some kind of
Just Pompeii.
off the hand. Yeah, and Pompeii. Yeah.
I don't think they're talking about fires of Pompeii, though, because I think when the Doctor references that, I think he's talking about the episode of The Romans, when he was there with Ian and Barbara. Because Pompeii is in Italy. Rome is too.
Yeah.
It's a different city than
Yeah,
Rome.
Pompeii and
Yeah.
Rome.
I've been to Pompeii.
What other articles are you about Doctor Who? Let me just see before we go.
The Doctor.
There was an article that asked whether or not Deep Breath deserved to have a theatrical release.
What do you think?
I don't
Why
know.
not?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
It's movie
why not?
length.
that'd be cool.
It's movie length. I mean, I think you might say, oh well, they're just trying to cash in because it worked so well last November. But on the other hand, why not launch the new guy with the same kind of treatment? Why not?
Yeah.
It's not going to be in my area. I can't go see it anyway. But I'm just saying, like for those that want to go see it on the big screen, like Charlie is going to on the following Monday, why not? That's good.
Why not?
As
It
long
is
as they
fun.
don't do every episode that way, one-off
I don't think
episode
so.
like this, that's special.
They may do the finale,
Yeah,
possibly.
I was thinking that too.
I don't know.
For the Christmas special.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this one performs, versus Day of the Doctor. I mean, I don't imagine it's going to do as well, but it's going to do pretty good,
You
probably.
don't think it'll do better?
Well, that was 50th anniversary, and I mean that was an experiment, and it ended up paying off really well. That's why they're doing this. Plus, it's the same length, 75 minutes. So, maybe it will. Hopefully, I wouldn't think it would, but why not? Because I mean, this isn't 3D. It's not.
Right.
It's no frills. Although there are supposed to be some announcements made.
Yeah. What do you think, Mike? Go ahead, Charlie.
I actually was listening to what everyone was talking about and kind of putting together what they were saying as far as like if it's worthy of movie length. So I'm not really sure right now. Still thinking about it.
Yeah, I think go for it. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to take that.
I mean,
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mike.
I was gonna say, like, after having seen like the leaked episode of Deep Breath, I liked it, but I don't know like if it would play really well on the big screen.
I know what you said.
Just being honest.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen the finished product either, so I mean that's the whole thing.
Well,
that's the whole point.
Well, I guess like having seen what I saw and discounting like the special effects in it, it seemed to be like a little bit more of like a. I felt more like watching. It was more like a twin dilemma sort of introduction to a Doctor, where it was very, like not like over the top with like a lot of special effects. It was very intimate.
I also like that it seemed like the scenes were longer for some reason.
There's a lot more like dialogue going on between characters in the episode, more so than like Spirit from Space. Seemed like a movie sort of episode. Or like maybe even robots.
I think we'll do okay.
I think it'll do really well. Also, I mean, there's another gimmick. Beefhead is going to the London premiere, and supposedly there's a couple of other things being shown with it, which is also a trailer for a DVD that, or something. That's what they've announced, a trailer for a DVD. Now, here's the thing. There's no more DVDs coming out except the Peter Capaldi set later in the year. So, in other words, maybe this is going to be
not a missing episode.
Might be they announced the missing episodes. You never know.
I think what they said was it was a special from a special feature from an upcoming DVD release. But over here, we're getting that 4-minute prequel. So I'm wondering if it's not
What's the prequel with? The prequel's with who?
Probably the Paternosters, I would guess. I mean, I
would
think
guess Paternoster Road Game.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they would introduce the new Doctor in a prequel.
Yeah.
Or someone else entirely. I mean, it's not going to be the Doctor. It could either be the Paternoster Road Gang or someone else.
Or Clara.
Other girl that they have.
Having seen the leaked first episode, it seems like it begs some sort of segue from the last episode where Matt Smith regenerated to the new episode. Like there seems to be like filler. There needs to be something there.
I would disagree.
Like more of the.
I don't think it I think.
Well, I mean, as far as like maybe not introducing the Doctor, but I mean like some sort of segue, because like the way that Deep Breath starts, you're kind of like, oh, okay, you're just kind of thrown right into it.
You might see a setup just for the whole season as a whole, something that might be the.
In all fairness, they do address that in later in the episode. Way later in the episode, you get that segue. But I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't watched it.
Yes, no spoilers.
Yeah.
No spoiler.
No spoiler for
the segue you're talking about, Mike, is in the episode itself.
Yeah.
Joe, are you going to the New York premiere with Chris Hardwick?
I gotta find out first of all because again, I have to work, so I have to find out if that's.
That's a Saturday night. It's a Saturday night.
Well, Saturday,
come on.
Saturday night. Yeah.
Come on, Joe. Where are your priorities? Work and
That's
Doctor
right.
Who. Come on,
Yes.
seriously.
Is there like anything on the world tour for New York City?
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Or isn't there? I thought there was.
No.
Huh.
Nothing new.
So how do we
No,
know when?
everything-
Oh, nothing
How do
new.
you know when the Nerdist thing is?
Yeah, they've only announced about the Nerdist doing the midnight pre-show and after-show with interviews with the cast and whatever.
When is Capaldi going to be on Craig Ferguson?
Who knows?
You better be on soon.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. I want to see.
I mean,
I'd like to see him on this.
Before before his show is finished, because I heard that he's leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing
at the end of the year.
now.
Or leaving.
And
Oh,
you know
what
they're
show?
good. Craig Ferguson.
Game show he's doing?
Yeah, he's doing a game show for CBS now.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Celebrity name game or something like that.
Wow.
it kind of would make sense because then he did The Price is Right for an episode.
Yeah, I heard he was good at it.
Well, you know, Ferguson's like a huge Doctor Who fan.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, not to mention him and Capaldi used to hang out when they were teenagers.
Yeah.
friends.
It's a nice way to put it.
Cool to see them, interacting after Peter got the job. You know what I mean? It'd be cool.
Yeah, Ferguson was actually on a first season episode of Red Dwarf, like in the late 80s. I was watching that series like about a year ago, yeah.
Hmm.
He was on that, like had a pretty prominent role on that. I was like, wow, well, there's Craig.
He was on a couple of episodes of Hot in Cleveland. He played Joy's ex, her father's, or the father of her son, and it was crazy.
Yeah, the Red Dwarf episode, I forget the name of it, but it's the one where they, like aspects of their personalities, like manifest themselves physically, and like he's one of, I believe, Lister's. So
I didn't know he was an actor. But yeah, I've seen those before. I'll probably have to go back and look at that.
Okay. All right, gang. I think that's it for the show. Believe it or not, there is other breaking news that's going to cause me to do another everything show. So, yeah. And that's going to be like a 10-minute everything show. So,
Woo!
1 minute. Here we go. All right, take it back.